right now. Up here in the blue, the top left, it is MacSed.
Having a tough time so far against this player for SKT, or formerly of SKT, I should say, to the bottom right in red. It's PartinG. Still associate him a lot with SKT. Still has that SKT attitude, but
Yeah.
he's for Yowie Flash Wolves now.
He's found a new lover.
Yeah, he's got a new team.
It's Daisy.
Yeah, it's a new lover in Daisy, and there's probably still some frustrations towards his old team, as he's still currently banned from playing in Pro League under anyone but SKT.
Yeah.
And that will actually happen for
A year, right?
yeah, I think even more than a year.
Really?
And it's until like his contract was supposed to originally expire, so we don't know how long that is. Could be more than years. I don't know what his original contract was, and it's not public, so. I'm hoping that we get to see him in Pro League again sometime soon. SKT could also, of course, allow him to, but
SKT.
that's their choice.
Yeah. Get that gas down, MacSed. Both players going double gas.
Yeah. I feel like PartinG's going to proxy again on this map.
This is the proxy map.
It is, but we haven't seen too many proxies
Could
recently.
do it here. Yep.
Well, sometimes you put a pile in there just to make your opponent think you're proxy, but you can also just hide a Dark Shrine there. We've seen that a lot too. I guess we just have to wait and see. It's like a Maka pylon, is what people like to call it.
Could also be a Stargate, just because the air rush distance isn't too far away. It's not in that traditional Stargate place over the top left, but could
It's
be
still
mixing
faster.
it up.
Yeah.
He does move that probe, though. I mean, it still is a bunch of time here before I guess that Cybernetics core down. He might just move another probe down to build a building.
Notice that MacSed is not scouting at all this game. Just going to add a second gate.
Yeah. He's consistently done this build. I mean, this build is designed to get fast 3 stalkers to shut down pylons and any kind of aggressive stuff.
If I had to guess, I feel like it's because habitually, like in China, we still see a lot of like gateway warp and pressure and aggression, and he's so focused on that. And the finesse type builds that we're seeing from PartinG, like PartinG has done some cheesy stuff in this series, especially with the play with soft from him in game 2. But you see like the finesse in PartinG, whereas MacSed is just like, I stop pylons because that's what I hit on the ladder every day.
Yeah.
I play on Chinese servers. Chinese server is different from the Korean server. The Taiwanese server is linked to the Korean server. The Chinese server, I've heard it's nothing but cheese there, and I used to play on Taiwan when that was separate, and that's all I got. So, and still even on the Korean server, you and I both can attest this. Moonlight can attest this. You see the name of the Chinese characters, you're like being extra safe.
Yeah. Just based on the style. So we do see a Twilight Council coming down for PartinG. Like you said before, it could just be a hidden pylon, or even just to put down a Dark Shrine. But
I think he's
still
gonna,
no probes going down, so I guess it's just hidden.
I think he's just gonna make blink, and he wants to use this probe to make a forward pylon. But remember, MacSed, I said like this before, and like you were saying, he's really diligent about finding pylons. He's not gonna find this probe.
That's pretty huge.
Yep. That mothership core for MacSed, or rather, excuse me, for PartinG, is unscouted by MacSed, so it's gonna come in here and get some scouting information. Then blink versus blink here.
Takes off a probe.
Wow. Here comes that scouting mothership core. He's going to see this. Just going to come in there and check it out.
Yeah. The blink is a little bit faster for PartinG because he gets a later second gate. He gets out the Twilight Council immediately.
I think this is worth it. Because, well, he needs to recall, though. Oh, boy.
That was literally on last shot, but the Stalker's going to get it. Oh, my God.
What? What? What?
I think MacSed needs to recall now.
What? W-H-A-T, what? Are you serious? That's no coincidence right there, man. That was a snipe. Oh, my God. What? That just happened.
That just never happens, man.
That's like when you like no-scope and kill 2 people in an FPS game where you didn't even see the second guy. He just happens to be in your crosshair or something. What?
He just got 360 no-scope, man.
That was a 360 no-scope. There's no other words for this.
And we do see MacSed trying to put on the pressure, getting a little bit ahead of himself, taking extra shots on that first Stalker.
Parting's gonna blink first. Keep that in mind, as you said before.
Oh my god.
Oh, and he picks off the Mothership Core. A very large victory here, and now he can't chase for a few more seconds. Chasing here, not safe. You never know what's on the other side of a blink. Four more, no, not four more, but several more Stalkers being warped in here from his gates. So this is way too overzealous, especially because Parting also has blink.
Free Stalker.
Yeah. Trades for one. The micro we're seeing from MacSed is incredible, but he's playing a numbers game here that he cannot win. Parting's already starting an Immortal. MacSed doesn't have a Robo.
He's just making straight Stalkers, and the second Immortals get into this fight, it's going to be Blink Stalkers versus Blink Stalkers plus Immortals and a Sensory. Guardian shield that up.
Yep. Oh boy, what is he even trying here? No, I think he's just playing with nerves now.
Yeah, Parting just better with his micro right now. Seems a little bit more confident. Even gonna come down here and snipe that probe.
He knows it's there. The Sentry's asleep at the job, so the Zealot gets in. It's not gonna get too many kills, but every kill counts.
Parting pretty good with this kind of Zealot harass. He does this against Zerg very often. Just Chrono boosting out one Zealot and getting in between your mineral line. Well, here we go. Immortals out.
Yeah, MacSed has no cards in his hand right now.
Yep. He has less Stalkers, no Immortals. He's got a Robo on the way. But
Parting saw that he had no Robo, and he's just like, "You are dead. I will kill you right now. I will leave my second Immortal at home." He might not, but I mean, he should. And then that's it. No Stalkers are going to backstab. Also, he knows this because he's watching all the Stalkers. He's like literally watching them.
Making a Nexus right
That's
now.
not going to defend this.
He needs to be up on the top of his ramp, force fielding and trying to survive.
This game ends here and now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Immortal not even getting into the mix until the very end.
That's it. Guardian shield goes up like you were talking about earlier, just at the last second here.
Ooh, gets a blink on the ramp and a blink up, and that's going to be it. Parting is going to get a 3-0 in pretty easy fashion.
Just a total thrashing. A lot of one-side series this Challenger. This is another one of them. GG.
Capital GG. Respect going to Parting. Parting just too good these days, I mean, just to be honest.
And Parting's great at Protoss as a Protoss. He's insanely good at the matchup. I feel like MacSed's worst matchup is PvP. It's hardest to be cheesy and be aggressive and catch your opponents off guard, keep them guessing, because Protoss is the race where scouting against it is so important, and it's so important to like find out what is the Protoss doing. Like, do I need bunkers? Do I need spine crawlers? Can I drone? But in PvP, you are also Protoss, and there's a ton of different scouting tools you have. And just simply attacking or defending is sometimes how you get information in this matchup.
Yep.
So.
Quick 3-0, like we said, Parting will make it to the round of 16 where he definitely belongs. And will go into that group selection. He's always a fun guy to have.